Hello, everyone. I better be in focus. I'm going to get upset if I'm not in focus. Okay. So this is the FX30 APS-C camera. This is the Canon R5C. And I try to do the white balance. It looks a lot better now. It's not as blue. And let me just make it a little bit bigger. That's good enough. Move this around like this so I can center. And then when I'm looking over here, so I see I'm in the center looking at the camera. Okay, full frame. All right, so what am I going to talk about? On this one is with the Canon R5II. Okay, I didn't even use the R6II. I didn't use the Z6 III or the ZF. I only used the R5II and the Z8 for the big cameras. And then I had the smaller point and shoots, the Ricos, the Fujifilm X106, and then also um, the Leica Q3. Okay, I gave away the Fujifilm X105 and the other Leica Q3. One to my brother-in-law, one to Josh, my nephew. My brother-in-law Young needs a little bit more practice with all the settings on the Q3. My nephew, that guy, I mean, he just went through the settings. He already did his app. He knows the thing inside out. So he's really good. So let me show you a couple of videos and some slides that I took while I was on the trip. It's unreal of the wildlife where their house is located. It's right next to a drainage, and no one's going to build on it. And I saw the horned deer. I forget the original name. Pigeons, prairie dogs, you name it. I saw it. So here's the first video. So I took the towels and stuff out of the bathroom. So what I did was um, this is my last day there. So I wanted to strip the bed and the stuff that I used, I gave to Naomi to wash. We had a nice chat afterwards. So here's the next video. Whoop, wrong camera. So I can't remember if it was the 24 to 105 f2.8 or the 28 to 70 f2. Okay. I've used the 100 to 500, which I like the reach, but I got a lot of pictures that were out of focus, like this. Okay. So anyway, I don't know what's going on with this camera, but let's go to the slideshow. So I'm going to go to this one right here. Go to this, and this is this young man. Ah, I did it again. See, you haven't been doing this for a while. You hit the wrong one. So this young man is my nephew, Josh. He's going to school, and he's playing with this new Fuji X100V. Now, these are the sheep, and I can't remember what I was using on it. I can take a look. Yeah, it's the 100 to 500. Okay, so I'll just close it. Now watch this. So with this camera, and there's a little noise right there, and I was way back, but still, look at how sharp these pictures are. And let me just get my other mouse. So see, there's two right there, another one right here, one back here. The main one was somewhere up here. And you can see groundhogs, you can see, but this type of deer, yeah, I don't see any birds. But this type of deer eats, stays in the wide open plains, and that's what they eat. So they're grazing. Yeah, there's the other one. Yep, wrong one. Wrong one. Next picture. Next picture. And you see there's more of them right there. Okay, there's a whole. Now, the thing that I like about this, okay, so they're a little bit out of focus, right? That's about the 100 to 500. Okay, so you can see they have some horns. I forget what they're called, but they graze. There's a whole family, young. I did have, I think, what was that? Two other animals I think it was sheep or goats that were with them. But it could have been the babies too, because he, with the binoculars, I think the camera got a better shot. Yeah, I'm looking. And yeah, he thought it was like, yeah, they're all the same. And you can see some are clear, some aren't. Now, coming up, you'll start seeing them run. Now, they do get spooked quite a bit. Here's a good close-up shot. They're getting closer to the fence. Let's see. But that I wish I had the 200 at 800, but it's sold out everywhere. So I have to wait for in about a year. They'll be back in stock. So anyway, let me just go out that way. And let's see. I think, is this the one with the coyote? No. No, it might have been the hawks. So anyway, um, did more pictures. There's a prairie dog back here somewhere, but Now I focused on the vegetation or the flowers in their backyard. And you notice I'm not doing the slideshow because if I did, it would increase it, but then you would get something like this, scrolling up and down. Okay. But look how sharp this is compared to the other videos I've had. A 45 megapixel camera against a 40 megapixel of Fuji, which I didn't take any pictures, just videos on. Bad on me, but I was comparing it to the Ricos. So, but anyway, look at the small finch. So you can get real close, but look at this. Isn't that something? And then if I do the command I, this was the 100 to 500. Okay, so I think all these set of pictures, I did it. I think I finally went to the other lenses, but you can see how sharp these pictures are. Now, I think I went back here before the coyote showed up because they were spooked. Was it this one? No. Was he there? No. This is, I think this is just before. But you can see this hawk right here. But he was flying around. Of course, with the 1 out of 500 is not very good. I had better luck with the 24 to 105 f2.8 and then the 28 to 70 f2. But you see, this is way out there. Okay. And here's another picture closer. So I think this is a better shot. But you see, it's still blurry. So they're in focus. And I'm watching, these are two red hawks. Okay. And they hunt together. So I don't know if one's a male or female, but they're hunting together. And you can see them still playing around. This was early in the morning. And then they caught these birds flying. Yeah. But they stayed around. They were just playing. And then they flew off to the left and they saw something, and then they landed in the field. But if you look at this, this is how we recognize them. It's the white band at their end of the tails. Here's their tail feathers, and then it was a white band right there. And then, of course, they were red-breasted. So anyway, I was pretty impressed with the camera. There's the two hogs flying. If I do a close-up shot here, see, they're not in focus. That's the only thing. The lens may be better for weddings, because for what I was doing, nope. And this is just before they landed in the field. They saw something. It was probably a rabbit. Right about there. Yeah. And then, of course, they're gone. And I don't think anything's back there. Nah. Nah. So anyway, you can see the mountains in the background. That's not snow. That's just no trees that grown over the rocks. Okay. So I'm showing as they're landed. And then, of course, more This is one of the best shots right here. As they were getting closer, they were looking pretty good. And then if I do the, see, the hawk came right back, right? Can you see there? Oh, there's a prairie dog right there watching the whole thing. Okay. And I think the hawk sees them. Now they're spooked. Okay. You see them running. Now let's see. Was it the hawk going after the gopher, or was there a coyote that showed up? Um, I put away my camera and I took it out real quick, so I couldn't tell you. Yeah, because I believe the coyote's just to the right. These two stayed on the left, but you see the horns. So they circled the coyote. You know, the elders protected the young. So I don't see him anywhere. Oh, there he is! Yahoo! There's a prairie dog watching the whole thing. So this might have been over with. Okay. And then, of course, there were some more prairie dogs watching the whole action. There's prairie dogs all over the place. There was at least 100 of them. Yeah, I don't see. You see, you put your camera away and something like that happens. One coyote came out and the deer protected the young, and they surrounded the thing, and the thing just went back. There we go. And they're going away. They ate enough and they're just going somewhere else. And there you go. Prairie dog heaven. So if you get a good shot, that's one of the better shots. And this is with the R5II. So you can see he's in focus. I had a box around his eye. And I think it was 500 millimeters away. Let me take a look. Yeah, 472. Okay. I had to find it. I kept missing it. But isn't that a great shot, folks? I mean, you know, with the grass and stuff, and he's eating. That's your best lawnmower. You just don't want them in your yard because they'll go through the doggy door like the bunny rabbits that go through mine. But there's a good picture of the finches, and then now the pigeons starting to land. And these are homing pictures or pigeons. And you see, they just gather. You can see the small ones, the finches and the homing finches or homing pigeons are together. And we had a neighbor that brought his collie and German Shepherd in, and all the prairie dogs hide. And the collie was the one that was. And then, all right, so you see these tubes? The rabbits hid on there, okay? So with the Z8, you'll see some more pictures with the 180 to 600, and they were chasing a rabbit. Was this it? I thought I had a video of it. No, that's just brush, okay? So, you know, they're just running around. Yeah, they're just running around. And he did that 3 times a day. Just had a baby, so his wife walked with him. Sometimes he was carrying the baby with him in his backpack. They love the those pipes. No, still some more. I thought that was it. I'll just do the other key. So I see they try to cover the tracks, hoping it would escape. And then sometimes they turn the tubes, and then the rabbit starts, you know, running out of there. And there's the guy with his two leashes and little backpack, little rain jacket, umbrella. And, you know, the collie just loved to run. He might have been, oh, he was chasing him. So here's little Hubble. So I got a lot of pictures of him. And then, of course, the birds. And what he did was he put the different foods in each bird, one for the finches, one for the pigeons, you know, the green one, and then to the right was for the finches. But that didn't deter the pigeons. And if I do a close-up shot, there you go. I mean, it's sharp, okay? So with the Z8, all right, there you go. Now, tell me, what bird is this? This should be easy for you. Let's get a sharper. Okay, move them up a little bit, move them to the center. So that's pretty good. I got them flying away, all right? But look at the wings, the tail. And here's another one. I think he was turning. But you see, yeah, I think I got the underneath, and that would give it away. Let's see if it's right here. But you look at the wings, they're pretty well clear. But you got to remember, this bird was pretty far away. And the 100 or 500, I was having difficulty with focusing. I did a better job on the f2 and f2.8 lenses. So you can hear me complain a lot. Oh, here we go. So watch this. What do you think of that? Isn't that spectacular? I love the way the wings are. Isn't that neat? So you can see the coloring on the pigeon and look at those wings. Isn't that fantastic? So you get a good camera and a good lens, you can get some pretty good pictures now and then. And then, of course, there's the prairie dogs in the back. So when you look for these dirt mounds, there's like one family here, one family there. And of course, I started doing their flowers and their trees around their yard. And I showed you this with the other cameras. I don't know what happened there. Oh, there it is. I was getting a jet, trying to get it in focus, and finally got it in focus. And guess what lens I was using? This is the f2.8, 24 to 105. Look how sharp that is. See? So it had a smaller range than the 100 to 500. And I was panning with the camera, but still, that's pretty clear almost. But I was getting the jet with the Z8, and you see, it stayed sharp all the way through. I took a picture, 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 and you just see the jet just flying out of the way. So let's get back to these pictures. Yeah, let's do one more up. Okay. I don't know what happened there. But you can see how sharp and crisp, and this, I think, was, I don't know if it was the same lens. It might have been the 28 to 70 at that time. Yes, it was. It was at 29. F2. So see, it can take some pretty sharp, no macro. Let me go up there. Yeah, okay. I don't know what happened, but there we go. If I go back to the other pages, let's see. All right, same thing. I don't know why they scrolled like that. Okay. And I think there's one more. Nah, I'm not going to go back. That's this program right here. Okay. Portraits are fine, but look at that. Spectacular pictures, kind of like a 3D pop. I was pretty happy. I love this yard. He had 3 different types of grasses. There you go. That's off the porch and on the rocks on the side of the porch. So I took a lot of pictures of these. And that's the one grass that was to the side. Sunflowers, they got too heavy and they fell over. Yeah, gorgeous flowers. And she was picking some stuff for dinner. And she was telling me about the seeds. So the reason why they started spreading in the rocks is when she was nipping them off, or the wind brushed them or something like that, the seeds were coming out of these plants and then germinating on the rocks. And now it's starting to spread and she loves it. See, there's another picture. Another picture. I don't know. Some were clear, some weren't. And you see, that's the only thing. It's this program right here. And that's it. So let's go back to the one I like the best. Which one was it? See, I always like Hubble. Now he's deaf and blind, but his smell is pretty good. There's the collie and the German Shepherd. And this video is kind of long, but it's kind of like a home movie, folks. Sorry, like your dad wants to show off the pictures. Yeah, let's do him. Right between the barbed wire. Okay? And we'll end it right there. Thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, folks. Have a wonderful day.